r/askreddit people who donate a lot of money to streamers. What's your job? Why are you so generous? My friend donates obscene amounts of cash to streamers. His logic is that if people stop donating, the streamers will stop playing and he loves them too much. He doesn't have a job and uses his parents' money, who are very rich and don't care what he spends on, as long as he doesn't bother them. So yeah, you can see right there where this desperation for attention comes from. Oh wow, what strange parenting. What's your friend's name? I'm about to stop playing. $5,000 should do it. First thing you do when starting up a YouTube channel these days is get yourself a Patreon page and hope like hell a guy like that comes along to support you. When my friend was a cam general, a lot of her regulars were oil field guys. One of them gave her $5k just cause I was on screen and said hi one time. I'm not amazingly attractive or anything and was fully clothed, there was just another girl and it pleased him. Really gave me insight as to how oil field guys can be destitute every time the oil fields slow down, even though they were making bank otherwise. I made so much money in the oil fields, $3k plus after taxes a week with no real housing costs. It was awesome. I wasted it all the time without even thinking because I knew I had way more coming. Not on cam general streamers though, lol. Not a cam girl, but was streaming on Twitch once and a guy gave $100 to tell my fiance to get out of the screen. It was more joking I think, but I found it weird. Strippers also love it when oil field guys come from being out for months at a time. They have a ton of cash in hand and are willing to drop a lot in one night. I was a bartender at a strip club near a pipeline and can confirm. Oil and gas workers are loaded and lonely. Not to streamers, but I'm a platinum donor on Patreon for a baking YouTuber. I've watched her since she started on YouTube and she essentially taught me all the baking skills I know, which means that it's thanks to her that I can sell cakes and sweets as a side business. Day job is in finance. So when the adpocalypse started screwing YouTubers, you bet your ass I was going to help. Can you link her channel? I love baking but want to learn more. All that's so amazing and that side business sounds really cool, lol, you're a kind person. 3. Row 29 yo, love gaming. Don't have the balls to start streaming seriously and it wasn't really a career a few years back. The whole world around me telling me I need to get out and do shit. Ended up getting a decent job where I have some disposable income. A job I don't really care about but at least it's getting me through life and I have a lot of free time. At work for 2 weeks then 4 weeks off. Love donating to smaller streamers so they hopefully can live the dream. Edit. I work in offshore drilling in Norway. Did not expect this kind of response. Going home today and this has been massively motivating. So far I've only posted some videos on YouTube but I'm gonna say fuck it and set up when I get home. The reason I haven't done this yet is that if the guys on the rig find out, mostly old timers, they will hassle the hell out of me. What job do you have? I have been streaming for a long time, for the most part it's been like smaller time as fuck, but there was a brief year where I was actually doing it as a job. I don't know why your comment made me low-key cry, maybe cause I'm rebuilding my channel ATM, but like that might be the sweetest thing I've ever heard. It's a hard job and essentially the biggest gamble, and while I burnt myself out I got to live out that dream for a year because of people like you. So on behalf of all the streamers that you've donated to, thank you. Yeah, what the hell job is this? I did oil field work in the past. 2 weeks on 1 week off, but your schedule is insane. I donated $100 to Nick Merckx and he plugged my business. Had about a 30% increase of sales that week, so I profited. Edit. My first gold. Thank you, anonymous friend. Edit. Some of you are really mean. I'm new to Reddit and dang, didn't expect some people to be so nasty. Love the rest of you though. 3. As a fellow small businessman I feel it is my duty to tell you 30% of 0 is still 0. F my dude. So you're not going to plug it now? Goated on the stonks. STONKS. Just want to make a small streamer's day. I was watching some kid, probably about 14 or so, but actually very professional and level-headed even when he lost. Probably had 25 or so watchers, who had an idiot in the chat who kept telling him that he would give him $20 if you won the game. I think he was playing Fortnite. Don't judge me, I was bored. Well, the kid won the game and the guy in the chat said that he wasn't going to give him the money and kept making fun of him for believing him. When in reality the kid had never believed that he was going to give him the money. So I gave the kid $50 and in the donation comment I just made fun of the other guy and said he was a poser and he was broke and he only wished he had enough money to do that. Idiot dude left the chat without saying anything. Look on the kid's face was hilarious. Probably made his whole week. That's honestly too sweet, dude. I'm glad people like you exist. I work financial operations for a large university. It's a 6-figure job and I have a low cost of living. I do however have a crazy amount of fun with tabletop games, card games, and video games. Donating money, more through Patreon and Kickstarters but to streamers as well, is a way for me to both indulge my own likes hobby and contribute to projects that I believe in. I don't see it as charity or even really generosity. I just love to see people create and in fact it's a bit selfish as I support these people in hopes that one will create the next big thing for me to enjoy. Keep being selfish, by all means. As someone who can't easily contribute to Kickstarters and the like, I'm really thankful for all the people who do. I donate $100 150/month to popular streamers for selfish reasons. I own Murlocs.com, my Twitch username is Murlocs.com. When I donate subscribe, I get a shout out to my website. It's almost as good as buying ad space except this is very easily targeted ad space. You clever son of a fucking bitch, I was just about to look up Murlocs.com then I realized you were just using your Jedi mind tricks to get us to visit your website, you smooth ice cold motherfucker. I feel like you missed an opportunity to post this comment with a Reddit username of Murlocs.com. Murlocs.com. Oh haha, well I mean it's not too selfish, it's just pretty smart to be honest. I give money to Kurzgesagt and Crash Course. Because they deserve it, and I believe education is the key to a better society, and because I know without viewers like me, their videos wouldn't be possible. Try Wendover Productions and Real Engineering if you like Kurzgesagt. I've pulled back hard on donating because I moved and have more expenses now than when I was at the height of donating to a streamer. Tushi holds the longest daily stream record because he did it full time and his entire income was based off of sponsor stuff and the stream supporting him. I was working part-time in college at the library when I would donate as much as I could because we're so close in age, and while I knew I would never make it big like him, I wanted to see him still keep going. He also had incentives of having a ping pong ball machine shoot him in the face and playing any songs of our requests on Sundays, and I have IDK, it's been a while. A really close friend community that grew from there, so we'd request songs to troll each other and he's a good sport. That's really cool, lol ping pong ball? That sounds like a strange incident. Oh, I love it when people meet online, lol sounds like a sweet group. 3. I'm actually poor, I just want attention. Just fill back up then. I've donated at least $1,000 to a streamer named Vojablin over the course of a few years. I have the gold bit badge, gifted over 50 subs, and donated countless memes. Up until April this year I was just a servant at a football stadium. I made $9.50 an hour. But I like to give away money. It makes me feel good to help others, especially people I find entertaining, and friendly, and hardworking. If I can help someone achieve their dream job at supporting the stream, I'm happy to. Unfortunately the guy never going enough to get partnered, and hasn't streamed much lately. But certainly not for my lack of trying. Username does not check out. I don't have a job that pays much. But my sister started streaming when she lost her job and is going through the process of receiving disability. Not in the USA, so while paperwork and all that sucks, she'll be able to live off the payments. Not much room for fun, but fed, clothed, housed and all bills and healthcare taken care of. It's still a mess with her insurance wanting more and more proof that she can't do her learned profession, chef, while suffering fibromyalgia and depression because she lost everything she worked for at 21 and being considered not employable until her doctors figure out meds. She started streaming because it was a way to escape. I created a new user account where she doesn't know it's me. She gets maybe an average of 5-7 viewers. But we, DH and I both use the account, Keep donating and spending on average $30 to $50 on her. She wouldn't take the money if we told her it's us. And that way we can help her out, and she's starting to do better mentally as well. Funnily enough, she made a friend streaming and we keep trying to steal the gold badge from each other as top bit donator. $30 to $50 isn't much compared to what I see others donate, but it's what we can do without straining our own budget until my job situation gets better. What's her Twitch name? I'll swing by when I'm not working or on break. If she still streams. My wife streams, shameless plug, cute spide, and people have been far too generous to her. She needed her wisdom teeth out and we didn't have insurance of any kind to speak of. Put up a donation tracker for the amount. Someone came in, donated the $430 or so we needed, and left never to return. I'd like to think someday I could do the same. Find people who truly need help and not just chilling for fame. Playing games for fun and the enjoyment of it, and not just to become rich and famous from it. Also, for you Twitch watchers, remember it's Subtember. First time subs are only $2.49 and all the money goes to the streamer. Go ahead and drop that sub you've been wanting to do at half price. Edit, you guys really made her night. So many people came by and dropped a follow, some even gave bits and subscriptions. Now this is the kind of community driven fun I always knew Reddit could be. For those wondering or asking, she streams mostly Soulspawn games. She's working on Soul level 1 of each game and wants to move to No Death and finally know it. Come hang out with us, we'd love the extra company. Oh sick, your wife seems so cool lol. I dunno, maybe it's Bill Gates in disguise. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation donated like $1 million to a charity PewDiePie stream. It was cringemas BTW. My job is I watch a line on a graph move up and down. If at any point that line breaches the set boundaries of the graph, I am to push a button. Why do I donate my money to streamers? Because most of the streamers I watch are pretty women, and I do it so that they appreciate me. I know it isn't real, but it feels good. Christ, this thread is sad. Take an upvote for being honest about your answer though. Donated a, relatively, for me, large amount of money to PhilosophyTube. He was doing a stream of all 30 something of Shakespeare's plays, and the proceeds went to the Samaritans. Felt like the right thing to do. Also, he'd just gotten to what, UEG, and I wanted to be able to put that as my donation comment. I don't know what you call a lot of money, but I have donated about $10k in the year of 2016. This was divided over a number of donations to various streamers. I would usually look for guys who were new and were putting in effort into their stream, fostering a fun environment and having likable personalities. Usually if they had some goals, like they wanted to buy some item and were raising funds for it, I would just donate towards that. This doesn't include all the CSGO skins and knives I donated. Probably upwards of $5,000. My job? I run my own business and $10k over a year is no big deal. Write it off as a business expense. Make your username your business name like some other dude in this post. I wouldn't consider it donating, but I guess you might. I've purchased VIP for my YouTuber's Minecraft server. No benefits. Doesn't change the game for me at all, like every other goddamn Minecraft server where you need VIP to play. I just bought it so it could help him keep the server alive. It's not much, but I do what I can to help him out whenever. I speak to him regularly on his Discord. Nice bloke. Almost 100k subs. Woo. I went through a dark time not long ago, and during that time I was tuned into 2 specific streamers who to me were my salvation. They got me through that time with their content and just genuine fun they were having with the community they had built. So I donated a good bit of money to each because it felt right that I paid them back for the content they gave me. I still donate to streamers today, those who give out good content, because I pay for Netflix, Amazon Prime, etc. Why shouldn't I pay for content that some streamers give? And the subscription on Twitch is not a lot, so I pay more on the donations. I donated to one streamer who helped me ease up a bit during studying for my MCAT, which is the entrance exam for medical schools here in the US. Dude was hilarious, was a raging alcoholic, and would just generally suck at video games. Way I see it, some streamers provide hours of entertainment. I paid to watch a movie in theaters for 10 bucks. Paying to support a streamer who provided weeks of entertainment is similar to me. MrBeast, he is a YouTuber, he makes money by giving people money. I have a few streamers who I donate monthly to. I only teach for a living, but I get a housing subsidy and live in a place with a really low cost of living. When my father died, I donated a lot of money from my inheritance to Etika and Northernlion. They are the two streamers who gave me the most laughs and comfort in a time where I needed anything at all to distract me from my loss. Etika had his first big breakdown maybe 4 or 5 months after that, but I like to think my donation helped provide some sort of comfort in the time leading up to his decline. My boyfriend subscribed to a few. His rationale is that they produce so much content, why not pay a couple bucks a month to support?